wherever you may be. So St. Clair will start things off first. Riley Davis will serve. The second-year player from Georgetown, Ontario. There's a serve, and we are underway. Serves it to the libero, Pruill. And that's an attack error, and that's how we start things off. St. Clair gets a point. As Davis will go back and serve once again. And with the serve error, Boreal is on the board. Green Gauthier will serve for the Vipers. Up it goes, and hitting it was Oliviero. And the attempted kill from Jellison goes out of bounds. Boreal adds one more. 2-1 is the score, just underway here from the Sportsplex in the St. Clair College campus. Here's Stevenson, the attempted kill. Swinging it right back over was Gagne. And Boreal with a very nice start with that kill. Gauthier serves it outside to De Vlucht. As Boreal sets it up. On the other end, here's Stevenson. And that's a violation. It will go, it's a double tap. And Boreal is up 4-1. A nice dig. Swinging it around was Oliviero. The Vipers set up. Pellerin gets it. The ball hits the net, but St. Clair was able to get it out of there. The setup, Stevenson over. Gagne with the hit. Here's Davis. And once again, Jellison trying to go for the kill, but it just goes out of bounds. And Boreal has a 4-point lead in the early stages of this game. Gauthier right down to the middle. Stevenson with the kill and gets St. Clair right back on the board. And here comes the replay of that Stevenson kill. Right on the right side. And St. Clair back on the board. Amelia Oliviero set to serve. And it's a service error. And Boreal gets the ball right back. And Melanie Lager will serve for the Vipers. Vipers lost last night against the Fanshawe Falcons in a sweep. Attempted kill from De Vlucht goes outside. And Boreal right back with it. St. Clair on the other end won in a sweep against the Cambrian Golden Shield yesterday afternoon. Stevenson tries to go to work, but it goes outside once again. A lot of power on the kills, but it hasn't been working in St. Clair's way so far. It's 8-2 Boreal. They set it up, Stevenson again with the little tap, and it works out this time. And here's Tiana Stevenson getting that nice setup from Riley Davis. And a timeout is called by St. Clair. We want to thank the Mont On Time Express for being on board with We Digital Production this year. Of course, I'm calling the action live from the Mont On Time Express broadcast booth. We want to welcome them and thank them on board. And we want to say thank you to the Barber's Chair, located in the Devonshire Mall. They will assist you with all your haircut needs. So be sure to visit them online at thebarberschairwindsor.com or visit them at the Devonshire Mall. So far in the early stages of this game, a lot of attempted kills from St. Clair, but it just ended up going wide, and Boreal opened up with a 8-3 lead to begin things. There's Jimmy L. Turk and the rest of the St. Clair bench. And there's the score right there, just in the first set. Again, glad that you're here on what's going to be a very, very eventful day here on We Digital Productions. Volleyball first, and then later on tonight we have some great football action for you, all located here in the Windsor-Essex County. Back from the timeout, serving it this time will be Kiana Jellison for St. Clair. He goes right down to the middle, setting it up was Gagnon. Here's Davis, tries to set it up for DeVloop. It's an attack error, and Boreal takes the 9-3 lead. Right down to the middle, setting it up was Gagnon. The replay of the previous play. It's a little too wide for DeVloop. And responding back, Kiyomi Ellis with the attack. And that's a St. Clair point. Tiana Stevenson will now serve. Tiana Stevenson, scoring leader last season in the OCAA. Boreal tried to set it up, getting it out of there was Gauthier. Stevenson has to bail them out on the far side. Boreal again, nice deflection. And it ends up with a Boreal point as the ball touches St. Clair. And here's another look at it. You see the nice dip from Pellerin that set things up for Boreal. Ellis again. Works out for St. Clair. Chantel DeVloop now serving for St. Clair. Here's DeVloop over to Gauthier, the tap from Gagnon. And Oliviero takes care of business with the kill right in front of the net. Here's a replay of that. Set up from Davis. And that's all there is to it for Oliviero. DeVloop serves it right on over. Barely taps the net. St. Clair gets the point. St. Clair with 3 unanswered points so far. And that is broken with the service error. Boreal right back in it. Megan Hicks set the serve for the Vipers. 11-7 is the score. Here's Davis on the setup, Stevenson. It goes the other way. And St. Clair will get the point. A little bit out of Boreal's reach. Kiyomi Ellis is now the server. Pellerin trying to tap it, but it goes out of bounds. 11-9 is the score. The Vipers with the lead. Kiyomi Ellis, first year from Toronto, Ontario. And once again, the serve down the middle, working out for St. Clair. They're within 1. gets it a little bit deep. Gravel on the setup to Gauthier. Hits it right back over. Stevenson almost got the kill. And Boreal goes out of bounds on that one. We are tied at 11. What a play as Stevenson goes right up for the attack. As you see, Boreal could not contain the attack. So we go back to live action, service error, which means Boreal gets the ball again. 12-11 is the score for the Vipers. On the serve, Davis again. And a nice block from Lager gives Boreal another point. Lager, the fourth year from Cornwall. Ball rolls over the net. Here's Stevenson on the attack. And it works out this time. And here comes Riley Davis to serve. Second-year setter from Georgetown, Ontario. With the serve, goes right down to the middle. Setting her up was the libero Proul. Davis to Oliviero, but Boreal answers back. And Gravel hits it out. Scores tied at 13. Boreal had the early lead, but St. Clair had a scoring surge to get them right back into this first set. Knotted at 13. Here's Davis. Right down to the middle once again to libero Proul. Jimmy Randall saves it. Stevenson tried to go for it, but it goes in the net. Officials are saying it was 4 hits. As Gauthier comes up the serve. Stevenson from the middle with the dipper, and it works out. Again, St. Clair was working wonders on the left side, but Tiana Stevenson comes right in with the soft tap. Gives St. Clair a point. And it's Boreal point. Melanie Lager will serve now for the Vipers. He hits it, serves it up to Randall. Stevenson again on the attack, and it goes inside, and St. Clair ties it at 15. Stevenson helping her team out as she gets it right near the corner. Gianna Jellison now serving for the Saints. And Boreal could not respond on time, and St. Clair gets the lead. First St. Clair lead of this set. Jellison again. Here's the setup. Ellis just tucks it inside the corner. St. Clair with a 17-15 lead. First set of 5. Best of 5. It goes right over, no response as Chantal DeVluc takes care of business. Timeout called by Boreal as they see their lead disappear. St. Clair with a 3-point advantage. St. Clair with the resurgence after trailing in the early stages of this set. Now they find themselves up 3. And Boreal's bench again. Jamie Irvin, talking to the Vipers. And after this game, we will have men's action. Immediately afterwards, the Boreal Vipers and the St. Clair Saints will do battle. That's men's action coming up after this game. The first serve is set to begin at 2 p.m. here on We Digital Productions. And like I said, we have a very productive day here on We Digital Productions. After volleyballs, we change gears and talk and play football. It's the OFC final as two of the best teams of the Ontario Football Conference plays against each other. The London Beefeaters and the Windsor Fratmen. Justin Prince will be on the call live from the University of Windsor's Alumni Field. Our broadcast will start at 8 p.m. here on We Digital Productions. So plenty of sports action going on here in the Windsor-Essex County today. So be sure you stick around. This is going to be a very fun Sunday. Jellison serving again for St. Clair as we go back to volleyball. Stevenson helps out St. Clair as she dips it right down. Vipers were on the board early, but St. Clair answered right back as Jellison sends it over the Pellerin. They try to work it over the net, but couldn't. And St. Clair is 5 points away from taking the first set. Jellison over the Proul. Ellis tries to respond with the attack. And now Pellerin Proul has to send it back over. Ellis. Boreal again. Gautier. Pellerin has to send it over. And it's a violation. That's another point for St. Clair. Jellison. Nice stick from Gautier, but it prompts another point for the Saints. And Boreal has a substitution. Coming in will be Taylor Susi, the second-year libero from Sudbury. Jellison serves it. Ellis again responds. Brings the Saints within a point away from claiming the first set of the afternoon. Really solid serves from Jellison in this set alone. And Boreal gets right back on the board. Carly Gravel now set the serve. DeVlucht gives the Saints the first set. 25-16 is the score for the end of the first set. St. Clair leads 1-0. Replay of the set point as DeVlucht gets it right down to the corner. And Lager couldn't put the hands on it. The end of the first set, St. Clair Saints 25, Boreal Vipers 16. We'll come back for the second set right after you watch this.
Do your Sundays need a little adventure? How about the Roundabout Trolley Tour? Originating from the Roundhouse Center in Windsor, the tour includes lunch, beverage tastings, and dessert. Boarding from the Roundhouse Center at 11:15 a.m. on select Sundays, you can spend the day touring Paglioni Estate Winery, GL Heritage Brewing Company, and Wolfhead Distillery. Returning to the Roundhouse Center by 5:30 p.m., you're sure to have the best fun-filled Sunday afternoon. Book online at wetrolley.com. Life is about the ride, so get on and trolley on.
Hi, I'm Curtis Joseph, former NHL goalie.
Shooting. Oh, Butcher goes down. Look front to Berg, the drive, the save. Pass to the next shot, the save. And he's right in. Oh, and Kirsten stops it behind the net. Bergman wipes it right in front, talking, shoots. Oh, and what a save.
You're watching We Digital.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship Rings. This is who we are.
We're back at the St. Clair College Sportsplex live for OCAA women's volleyball action. The St. Clair Saints have a 1-0 lead against the Boreal Vipers as they trailed early on, but were able to come right back as they took the 25-16 set. St. Clair Saints looking to go 2-0 to start their OCAA season. Meanwhile, the Vipers looking to get to 500 with the win here this afternoon. This St. Clair Saints team has some very promising rookies. One of them in particular that stuck out in the first set, Kiyomi Ellis, setting up with some very nice attacks. And with Chantel DeVluc helping her out as well. You see her on the floor too. The Boreal Vipers, they got a handful of veterans themselves too. As both clubs are getting explanations from the officials. And Boreal will serve to get things underway here in the second set. This is Zoe Gagnon, third year from Sturgeon Falls. Off we go for the second set. And that's an error from St. Clair. Jamie Randall try to save St. Clair, but Boreal gets on the board first in the second set. This time Gagné with a serve on the right side. Let's see how St. Clair responds. Jen Taylor's attack just goes outside. Another serve from the right side. Davis sets it up this time for DeVluc, but it goes into the net. And Boreal has a 3-0 lead. Gagné, DeVluc, Davis on the attack was Taylor. Gauthier over to the right side, but it goes out of bounds. Chantel DeVluc now serving for St. Clair. DeVluc gets it right down to the middle. This opens up an opportunity for Gravel. And it's a Boreal point. Karine Gauthier will serve. DeVluc. And they have to send it over. On the move was Paquette. Davis to Taylor. Ball gets deflected. St. Clair gets the point. Score right now, Boreal 4, St. Clair 2. Caroline Klitsch serves. and gives up the point for Boreal. Melanie Lager serving for the Vipers. Just goes over the net. Ellis saves it. Taylor with the tap. And the hit from Gravel goes outside. St. Clair is now within 2. Jen Taylor will serve for the Saints. The ball hits off of Joelle Proul and out of bounds. And St. Clair gets another point and will serve again. Here's Jen Taylor. Serving up was Gagnon. Gravel tried to get it over the net but couldn't. And we're tying at 5. Here's Taylor. Serves it to Paquette, but could not contain it, and St. Clair gets the lead. Taylor serves onto the right side once again. The hit from Hicks, responded by St. Clair. Ellis, saved by Proul. Saints have to get it over, they do, into Vloop. And Gagne couldn't contain the attack. And now St. Clair has a 2-point lead. 7-5, right in the second set. St. Clair with a set already. Here's the replay. As Gagnon could not contain that attack. And it's a service error for St. Clair. Boreal gets a point. Carly Gravel now serving. It's Gravel to Vloop as Davis sets it up for Ellis. And miscommunication from Proul gives Saints an 8-6 lead. And Taylor serves again for St. Clair. Nice save from Paquette. Well, the point will go to St. Clair. What an effort from Muriel Paquette from Boreal, despite giving up the point. Leah DiGirolamo setting up for St. Clair. Paquette try to go over the net, but it goes in the net. As the attacker gives St. Clair 10. It's 10-6 is the score as the Saints lead against the Vipers. A save from Gauthier as they have to send it over. Here's Ellis, block from Hicks. They play on. Ellis takes care of business right down the middle. DiGirolamo serving again for St. Clair. The replay on the Ellis kill. And Boreal gets a point as St. Clair's serve goes inside the net. Muriel Paquette now serving. And a nice serve. St. Clair couldn't contain that. As Boreal is now within 3. Paquette over the Stewart. Paquette sends it over. Saving it was to DiGirolamo. Here's to Vloop. Boreal has to send it over. Ellis again is deflected. The rally continues to Vloop. was able to get St. Clair the point. Boreal trying to block it, but it goes right off their fingertips and out of bounds. And now Keomi Ellis is set to serve. Ellis over to Gauthier. 13-8 is the score. St. Clair leading here in the second set. Ellis over to Proul. They set it up. Here's Gauthier. Good block from St. Clair. Taylor tried to send it over, but it gets denied. Gauthier goes in the net. St. Clair gets the point. So take St. Clair just taking the lead and expanding onto it. As Ellis serves again, that's a side out. Boreal on the move again as Megan Hicks will serve. Keomi Ellis heads to the bench for St. Clair. Davis sets it up. The tap from Davis. St. Clair point as they block it in the middle. Riley Davis starting to serve again. One of the returning players from last season's roster. And Davis goes right down and gives St. Clair another point. And her serve goes into the net. Boreal gets the ball back and the point. Here is Zoe Gagnon serving for Boreal. Davis DeVloop gets the kill. And St. Clair has a 17-10 lead. As Chantel DeVloop will serve. Goes up the top side. Boreal sends it over. Nice dig from Randall. And St. Clair gets the point off the double tap. St. Clair had a 15-3 record last season. Made the championships but missed the consolation. And getting that point for St. Clair was Leah DiGirolamo. As the Saints take a 9-point lead. The chance for Gravel. Davis sets it up for Taylor. And the Saints get the points as Boreal goes out of bounds. Lager tried to send it over. Timeout called by Boreal as the Saints open up on a 20-10 lead against the Boreal Vipers. Once again, we want to thank the Barber's Chair for being on board for We Digital Productions this year. They're located in the Devonshire Mall for all your haircut needs. Be sure to visit them online at thebarberschairwindsor.com. And head on over to their location at the Devonshire Mall. They will take you as soon as they can. Looking at the stats at the end of the first set, the attempts are even for both clubs. The kills a +12 for St. Clair. However, the errors, look at it as 6-2. It's been And considering how Boreal had the early lead against St. Clair in the stages of the first set, St. Clair was able to respond back as you look at the stats there. So St. Clair has a 1-0 lead against the Boreal Vipers at the moment. They're up 20-10 here in the second set. Jamie Irvin's team coming out of the huddle. Look for some answers to this red-hot St. Clair's team. As Chantel DeVluc will serve again for St. Clair out of the timeout. Here's DeVluc. Sending it over was Gagnon. Davis sets it up. And getting that kill was Caroline Klitsch. Caroline Klitsch, the first year from Mississauga. Found an opening. Took advantage of it. The ball just rolls over the net, and St. Clair gets the point. Lager tried to hustle, but it was too little, too late. My goodness, did the ball stay on the net for a fraction of a second? Just changed direction. As it's 22-10. Gauthier sends it right back over. As Randall calls for it, the attempt attack. Gauthier. And Boreal gets the point. Now carrying Gauthier is up to serve. Davis to DiGirolamo. Paquette gets denied. And Boreal on the move again thanks to Carly Gravel. Winding down here in the second set of this match. Davis looks for Taylor, got denied by Paquette. St. Clair has another chance at it. Paquette goes right over, free ball opportunity for St. Clair. DiGirolamo got denied. Paquette tries to send it right over. It's a St. Clair point. Nice wall from Caroline Klitsch and company. As St. Clair holds on to an 11-point lead at the moment. Klitsch serves. And Klitsch gets the ace as St. Clair is a point away from taking a 2-0 lead in this match. Here's Klitsch. Gauthier saves it. Paquette has to send it over. That will do it for the second set. As St. Clair takes it 25-12. They currently have a 2-0 lead against the Boreal Vipers. And with that, we'll take a pause. We'll come back for the third set right after you watch this message from We Digital Productions.
We are resilient, often knocked down, but never backing down. You can spend your whole life on the outside looking in, or you can live it on the inside. Because that's where your passion lives. The drive to push beyond the naysayers, to find the fire that ignites your toughness. Because the truth is, winning always comes when you start from within.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor-Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The Academies of the Windsor-Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
I want to understand why.
I want this to be perfect.
I want to be inspired.
I want to be challenged.
No matter the reason, our passion to learn brought us here.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
We return here to the St. Clair College Sportsplex in Windsor, Ontario, about to get the third set underway. As we can see Jamie Randall fans here in the crowd this afternoon. Jamie Randall, one of the returning players for St. Clair. As you see their bench right there, the head coach Jimmy L. Turk looking to go up 2-0 in their 2019-2020 OCAA season. As currently they have a 2-0 lead against the Boreal Vipers. Aaron Sanders with you here at the Monts On Time Express broadcast booth. We welcome you back here on We Digital Productions here in this very nice Sunday afternoon here in the Rose City. In the previous sets, it has been all St. Clair so far. 25-16 was the score of the first set. Despite Boreal having an early lead to begin things off, and it was 25-12 in the second set, which was all St. Clair so far as they are set to serve. Riley Davis with the serve. Gravel tried to keep it in play, but it was too many touches as St. Clair is on the board. Davis with the serve, just goes over the net as Proulx saves it for Boreal. Free ball opportunity for St. Clair. Here's the Vloot. Proulx again saves it. Ball goes the other way. Davis. And Jellison sends it out of bounds. Karen Gauthier will serve for the Vipers. This is it right over to DiGirolamo. Gravel saves it. The ball does not go over the net. And St. Clair gets the point off the extra tap. 2-1 is the score. Saints over the Vipers as we're underway here in the third set. This time around with Chantel DeVluc on the serve. St. Clair gets another point. DeVluc with a low serve. It's opening up an opportunity for Lager. DiGirolamo. Ball goes around the net. Nice tap in. Gravel sends it over. Here's Davis on the setup. And the double tap gives Boreal the point. Boreal now within one as Melanie Lager serves for the Vipers. Davis to DiGirolamo with the tap, and it works out for her as St. Clair gets the 4-2 lead. Here's a replay from DeGirolamo. Gets it right on the left side, and Lager was too late to respond there. Kiana Jellison serves it, and it goes in the net. Carly Gravel now serving for Boreal. Boreal is in the jam. They're down 2 sets. DeVloop. Her attack goes outside. Tie game at 4. And Gravel serves it right out. Goes behind the line, and St. Clair gets the lead back. Jen Taylor set to serve as the Saints lead 5-4 here in the 3rd set. St. Clair has 2 sets already. St. Clair will get the point once again. Jen Taylor. The ball just goes around the net. It works out in St. Clair's favor. We've seen a couple of those serves this afternoon. Boy, howdy. And it's been working out for them. They're up 3. Sending it right back was Pellerin. And here comes the setup for St. Clair. DeVloop gets denied this time around by Megan Hicks. Megan Hicks gets the block. Just great timing as she was the only one right at the net. Taylor tries to hit it outside. Boreal tried to respond back with the high ball. Free play for St. Clair. DeGirolamo. And Gauthier hits it right back over. Davis serves it up as Caroline Klitsch gets it right on over. And Kiyomi Ellis will return. She will replace Riley Davis. Good outing for Davis thus far. 8-5 is the score. Leah DeGirolamo prepare to serve for St. Clair. Another low serve. It works out as the Saints get the point. Girolamo. Once again, the serves are too powerful for Boreal to contain. As St. Clair continues to expand the lead, they're up 5. Girolamo goes right down the center. And a repeat of the last serve. And DeGirolamo's just been working her magic on the serves. As Taylor Susi comes in for Melanie Lager. And Boreal gets a break as they get back on the scoreboard. They're down 11-6. And Melanie Lager checks right back in. It's Lager, Gauthier, and Gagne in front of the net for Boreal. Ellis with the high serve. DeGirolamo over. Gauthier goes for the attack. But St. Clair gets it set right back up. Lexi Stewart on the setup. DeVloop, second chance. This time Gauthier meets her there. And it was Klitsch who got the block. Kiyomi Ellis helping out there. as they got the block from the right side. Klitsch with the serve right away to Gravel. Yomi Ellis trying to go for the block. Free chance opportunity for St. Clair as Ellis tries to go for the attack, but it goes inside the net. 12-7 is the score. Here's Zoe Gagnon set the serve again. Stewart saves it for St. Clair. Here's DeVluke on the attack, and it just stays right inside the line. What a play from Chantel DeVluke. Kiyomi Ellis now serving for St. Clair. Once again, one of the first years that's been doing very well in this weekend's doubleheader. Yeah, that's a point for St. Clair again. As Ellis comes up and set to serve again. Boreal with a chance. The tap. And St. Clair just meeting them right at the net, thanks to Kiana Jellison. Here's the replay again. Lager thought she was going to get the soft tap right over, but Jellison right there to respond. Gauthier. And Jellison again going to work. Make that 2 for Jellison as we see another look at it. Gauthier trying to respond but could not go over the wall of DeVluke and Jellison. Back to live action, another point for Boreal. Karen Gauthier will serve. DeVluke gives St. Clair a point. 17-8 is the score. Saints 8 points away from another sweep. And going up 2-0 as far as their record is concerned in the early stages of the OCAA season. Gauthier has to send it right over, hits the net. Taylor on the setup, Jellison with the dipper. And they play on. Good save from Stewart. DiGirolamo has to put it up. The Saints on the move. DiGirolamo just out. They got it right inside, actually. It was tipped by Boreal. So the Saints get a point, and Chantel DeVluke comes up the serve once again. And it goes inside the net. Once again, following this game, folks, we have men's action in OCAA volleyball, the Vipers and the Saints here on We Digital Productions. Stay tuned for that, as we have plenty of action here from the Rose City today, as St. Clair gets another point. Here's a look at the last play. Kiyomi Ellis just gets it right in. Jellison set the serve, and it goes inside the net again. Service error gives Boreal a point. Here's Gravel on the serve again for Boreal. DiGirolamo sets it up. Taylor, DiGirolamo, is it inside? Yes, it is. So DiGirolamo will be assessed with the kill. Jen Taylor now serving for St. Clair. They have a 10-point lead over the Boreal Vipers here in the third set. Stewart with the setting up. Klitsch sends it right back over. Boreal trying to respond from Pellerin. Kiyomi Ellis with the dipper. Nice save by Proul. Here's the Girolamo. Tips it right over, but Boreal responds once again. And a big hit from Pellerin just goes out of bounds. St. Clair with the point. And here's Jen Taylor. Up to serve. Goes over the net. And Gravel couldn't handle the ball. St. Clair now up 22-10. Proul sends it over. Taylor on the setup to Klitsch. So we're to Girolamo. Saints trying to respond. Ellis was able to get the point. And now St. Clair 2 points away from a 2-0 record and sweeping this match. Taylor set the serve. Opens up a chance for Di Girolamo. And Boreal could not contain the attack. We got match point for St. Clair. Jen Taylor sent the serve again. Taylor, Proul right down the middle. Here's Gravel. One more chance. And St. Clair gets the point, and that will do it. St. Clair takes the set 25-10. They take the match in a sweep. Second sweep in a row for St. Clair as they begin their 1920 OCAA season with a 2-0 record. Final score, 3-0 as you take a look at the final play. Gravel trying to respond with an attack, but it goes over the line. And that's the tale for you. 3-0. We'll be back with more as we wrap things up here from the Sportsplex. You're watching OCAA Women's Volleyball on We Digital Productions.
Do your Sundays need a little adventure? How about the Roundabout Trolley Tour? Originating from the Roundhouse Center in Windsor, the tour includes lunch, beverage tastings, and dessert. Boarding from the Roundhouse Center at 11:15 a.m. on select Sundays, you can spend the day touring Paglione Estate Winery, GL Heritage Brewing Company, and Wolfhead Distillery. Returning to the Roundhouse Center by 5:30 p.m., you're sure to have the best fun-filled Sunday afternoon. Book online at wetrolley.com. Life is about the ride, so get on and trolley on.
We're back at the St. Clair College Sportsplex. The final score once again, the St. Clair Saints wins this 3-0 against the Boreal Vipers. Joining me is the player of the game, Kiyomi Ellis. And Kiyomi, first off, congratulations on the win. Just talk about what you saw in this game here this afternoon.
Well, it started off pretty slow for us, but as the game went on, we realized where we have to cover. We figured out our strategies on where to hit and to swing, and we kind of picked up our pace and got our game going properly. You guys have a 2-0 record, to say the least, but tell us your thoughts about this weekend. How did it work out for you guys? I'm pretty happy the way we've been playing. Of course, we're just starting to get our stuff together and play well, but I'm I'm pretty happy for how we're doing, and it was a really great game these 2 days.
Absolutely. You got a 401 rivalry against the Fanshawe Falcons Wednesday. What are your thoughts on that?
We played them before in a tournament, and we played really well. We took a set on them, so we've been practicing really hard and figuring out what to do to win, so we're really excited.
This is going to be interesting to say the least. Kiyomi, all the best to you and the team as you guys go down to Fanshawe this Wednesday.
Thank you.
Kiyomi Ellis, that's your player of the game right here. The final score again, the St. Clair Saints 3-0 against the Boreal Vipers. That's one game of our doubleheader. Coming up is game 2 of our doubleheader. It's men's action as the Boreal Vipers play against the St. Clair Saints. The projected tip time will be around 2 p.m., so stick around for that because, again, we have some great action here on We Digital Productions here on this Sunday afternoon, and this is one of them. We invite you to stay tuned, and we thank you for tuning in to this women's volleyball match between the Vipers and the Saints. For now, this is Aaron Sanders. You're watching We Digital Production. Game 2 of our doubleheader coming up very soon. Stick around.